Hello and welcome to Soulmate Coach Crystal, where we learn to attract, create, and maintain relationships that are lasting and loving. Today I'm answering an email from E. And E is in a situation where her best friend has been with this man in a very long-term relationship over 10 years. And they bought a home together and she wants to get married. And she's wanted to get married for the past 8 years. And this guy just keeps giving one excuse after another as to why it can't happen. And so E is just heartbroken as a friend. And she was wondering, could I give her some advice on what to do with her friend? Well, I've gone through a similar situation. I'm sure a lot of you guys have too, where you have this friend and you just see her with this guy that just doesn't seem to be treating her well, and you don't get why she stays with him. Well, I've gone through it, and I've learned quite a bit on my journey through this, and I thought I'd share it with you guys today, especially you, E. The main theme of this is taking care of yourself. And I'll explain more, but it really is about not changing the situation, because the only two people that can change that situation are the two people that are in it. But there is a way that you can take care of yourself and look after yourself and take care of your feelings and your emotions as you go through this with your friend. The first thing I learned is to recognize that she is a whole and complete individual, i.e., she's a grown woman, and releasing her in that to take care of herself. And I know for me that really helped, because there was this underlying thing, like with my situation, that I feel like if she would just do what I said, if she would just listen, if she would just pay attention. And the reality is, once I released her as grown, as fully capable of taking care of herself, I found like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize I was carrying so much. And so really look at that, releasing her as grown. You may have already done it, but that's what I found helpful. The second thing that I found helpful was defining the parameters of our friendship. And so basically determining how much I'm willing to invest in the situation. If my friend, in my situation, my friend was not willing to leave, she wanted to stay, she wanted to hang in there and see how it would turn out. And so I had to basically decide how much of my time, energy, and effort was I going to invest into something that she wasn't even willing to change. And, the conversation went something like, babe, I love you madly. I mean, you're my, one of my closest friends, dearest friends. And this is killing me. It hurts. And so what I've decided is I can't talk about certain things with you anymore. I can't have certain conversations anymore. It's too hurtful. And there's even a time when I said we can't talk about this area at all. No one's wrong, not judging you, but for me it's hard. And really keeping it at me, not saying you won't listen or you don't pay attention or you won't do whatever. Really, it really was about me. I can't give that kind of energy in a situation where someone just wants to, stay where they are. It's okay to stay where you are. It's just not okay for me to give all of this energy to it. The fourth thing is, and I kind of touched on it earlier, letting go of believing you're right. Letting go of believing that we know what someone else needs to do. They need to get it. We figured it out. We can see it, and trying to put that together for them. For me, I didn't realize I thought I knew so much until I started letting go of the need to be right. And then I realized, like, oh my gosh, and so it really makes me aware of pushing my way into someone's life, or pushing my opinion or my beliefs on someone. So that's something that really has helped me, really serves me every day actually, but really served me very well in that situation, is to let go of the belief that what I thought for her life, or the way I thought her life should be, was the right way. Even if what I thought her life should be, she said she thinks her life should be. Even if we agree there, she's just not doing what it takes to get there. So if that makes any sense, So even if she says, I want to get married, and I think she deserves to get married, that's all fine and good, but that doesn't mean that it should play out that way. That's not my call. And the last thing that was really helpful is the realization that relationships are like a dance. They are a dance, and they're partners, and it takes two. And so even when you're looking at a relationship and you think like she's the victim and he's the perpetrator and he's horrible and she's, great, there's always something that's going on in there between those two people. And there's a reason that they're together, and there's a reason that they're in that dance. And so that freed me up from being so viciously angry with him for not treating her well, and realizing, or what I assumed or thought was well, to a place of, you know what, they're in that together. And there's some aspects of it I don't like, and I'm not going to lie about that. And there are also aspects that are just them. They're in that relationship, they're in that dance, and if and when either one of them decides to change, they will, and that's pretty much it. Just taking care of yourself, and who knows? Maybe taking care of yourself and pulling back and putting up some boundaries and saying, hey girl, I love you, but this is really weighing heavy on my heart, and I'm not going to, I can't continue to invest the way I have, or whatever it is. Maybe that'll encourage her to get up and go, hey, I want to take care of me too. You never know. The thing is, you can't change what they do, but you can change how you experience this. So I hope that was helpful, and I hope, my heart goes out to you, because I know it's heartbreaking to see someone you love go through something like that, being strung along. And so, my heart does go out to you. And so if you guys want to reach me, soulmatecoachcrystal@gmail.com. My website is soulmatecoachcrystal.com. And I welcome all questions and comments. Thank you guys, and take care. Blessings.